Because if a man owns a condo or townhouse versus a single family residence, have you ever seen a foreign woman respond negatively to this? No. No, I haven't. If the woman loves you and things are going well and you've told her all about you and where you live, right, and how you live, then yeah, a condo or a townhome, those can be very nice too. I mean, it just depends where you are, I guess. But no, I haven't. Now, the one problem, I could tell you a quick little story. A gentleman brought a woman back and he lived in this nice condo in San Francisco. Problem was, his ex-wife also lived in the same condominium complex in San Francisco. And they were on good terms, which is okay. I mean, it's good to be on good terms with your ex-wife, but there's a boundary, and they didn't really set these boundaries very well. So, you know, it is 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, you know, the fiance, because they weren't yet married, she was there on the 90-day fiance, and I still remember her, Jana from Odessa, I think it was. So she would come down and have coffee, and guess what? The ex-wife would just come through the screen door, hi, how are you? And sit down and have coffee. She didn't sign up for this. She wanted to be with him, not his baggage. And I'm sorry, but you know, there's certain things that we've done in our past and we call it baggage. And you know, he's her baggage, she's her baggage, that kind of thing. And to live right next to each other and expect your fiance to be happy with that is expecting a lot, because she's going to be intimidated by that. She doesn't want that. Even though you guys get along well, she doesn't want that kind of thing normally. Now, maybe there's some women that would be okay with that. She called it off. The fiance did not go through to marriage, and she went back because that was a deal breaker for her. And he did not really disclose that at all, that he had this close relationship still with his ex-wife. I mean, it wasn't close to where they were still sleeping together or anything like that, but emotionally it was still very much there. They were still very much friends and together, and she could not deal with that, especially having to live right next door to her. So that's the only thing about the condo thing. It's not really what you were asking, I don't think. Joseph wants to know if a 7 years of age difference is good. Look, Joseph, a 7-year age difference can be good or bad. It depends on the relationship. It depends really, there's no magic number. I heard, oh, well, if you take your age and then there's a full moon and then you divide it by 5 and add 3 and do this and do that, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, you know, no. It really, I've seen age differences of 40 plus years that have lasted for many, many years. I know of them. And I've seen age differences of 2 or 3 years that go down in flames. So it's not all about the age difference. Now, when you look at statistics and you look at probabilities, you know, if you're a betting man, you know, if guys in Vegas were, you know, trying to, what do they call that when they figure out the odds? There's a word for it. I don't know. I'm not a gambler. But if they were trying to figure out, okay, let's look at this marriage, what are the odds? And they had you up on the board in Vegas and people were betting on it. Yeah, if you had a 20-year age difference or 25-year age difference compared to a 10-year age difference, you know, if everything else was equal, then you'd get a better return on the bet for the guy who had the larger age difference, right? In Vegas, they would handicap you more and you'd get, you know, more money. Your odds would probably be a lot higher because, you know, you'd have to, well, how's that working? Whatever. Well, my point is that it's riskier when it's a higher by statistics. But every couple, individual couple, is unique. And it depends on that couple. Sometimes a 20-year age difference is great for that couple. And sometimes a 7-year age difference is great for that couple. But you really got to put it in those terms for you, right? But everything else being equal, I do think once you start getting over that 20-year age difference, it's going to get a little riskier. And you got to be a lot careful, especially, and listen to this, guys, especially if she's younger, right? If she's 22 and you're 42, that's a lot riskier than if you're 42 and she's 62, or you're 62 and she's 42, right? Not as risky. She's got a lot more life experience at 42 than she does at 22. She knows what she wants much more at 42 than 22. So keep that in mind.